this,
Oh.
where it reveals it. But then, of course, you see lots of
carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Daily Racing Show here at RacePlazaMedia. And today is Saturday, and today I'll be taking a first look at the new F1 liveries.
Yes, I've been waiting to talk to you about it. So, I mean, as you probably already know, they've been coming in, they've been trickling in over the month, and you've been trying to avoid them as much as you could.
Yes.
So you haven't really taken a deep look at them.
Yes.
Today we're going to look at the first 5 teams, and then tomorrow, Sunday, we're going to look at the other remaining 5 teams on the grid, their new livery, to see, have things changed? How much have things changed? Or maybe not.
Yes. And technically, we also have like a quote-unquote new team on the grid. So it'll be interesting to see them. I will say I have already seen some of it. Like in like scrolling and stuff like that. I've seen that the Williams is potentially still blue.
What?
You know, surprise, surprise. I think the Ferrari is still red. So, but I haven't like really taken a look at it. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how they look now, and then also like how much difference there is to the previous year, obviously.
Exactly. All right, so let's just get right into it.
Hit it, DJ.
All right, so part 1, I picked out 5 teams to look at for today. So let's just get started with team number 1, Williams.
Okay, so.
All right, so you already wagered a guess. You think it's gonna be blue?
I think it's gonna be blue and black.
Okay, let's take a look. So on this first slide, we see the last year and this year. So now for you to figure out which is which.
Okay, I know.
Okay, so
I think, oh, hang on. I think top is new and bottom is old.
What makes you say that?
I think it's on the top right, the different blues.
Oh, okay.
At first I was like, oh, do they still have the Duracell? If they don't have that, I'll be able to immediately tell.
That's what I was thinking too, but they clearly still have the Duracell.
Then, however, when I looked at the bottom middle, I was like, does this look familiar? Does this look familiar? I think top is new, bottom is old.
Top is new, bottom is old. All right, let's take a look.
Oh, all right.
I figured a lot of the teams have put a lot of effort into these videos, so let's take a look. And it gets me excited watching them.
So I'm right though?
Yes, you are right. The top one was the new one. I'm so excited. I'm really hoping that he will have a great new season this year.
And Logan, come on, man. You need to have a good season. Hopefully get some points in there.
Get a couple of points in there, yes.
Very cool. What also was my thing was that the front part, the nose, I was like, the Williams, like I don't remember that to look like that. The W on the front, I was like, nah, that one. So 1 for 1.
Nice.
One for one.
Good job. And I would say it's not necessarily an easy one since it's very similar from the year before. But I mean, I feel like it's quintessentially Williams as we know it now, especially with the Duracell up top.
Does the wing look different too?
Oh, there it is.
I think the wing looks a little bit different.
The wing looks a little bit different. I think like a common theme this year from what I've been reading is here the side pods are very different, like the shape of these. So you see here it's much wider. It's so it's like a common theme this year that the side pod shapes have changed to guarantee like airflow to help either with downforce or cooling or just the general airflow. You see also here, these pockets look different.
But you see the tip in the front. I was like, I don't remember that, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know. I don't think I would have recognized it based on the side pods. There's just no way.
Oh, no, but I'm just pointing it out.
No, I appreciate
it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think the wing reminds me more, I think is it the Alpha Tauri or the Alpine last year was already pretty round like that.
Oh,
because I remember a race where it was shaking quite a bit and someone was complaining about it.
Yes.
Trying to, I think, because they were driving behind them.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what I remember.
I just wanted to point out also their new outfit.
Okay, so now it's white and blue, and last year was more like blue, right?
Exactly, I think so. And it's going to change potentially for different like events, that how it usually does. The same with the livery. There's sometimes have special event liveries. So, but this is the overall
I
look.
will say, Sergeant looks good in that picture.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he looks good. Like a little bit of a stubble. He looks like a little bit like a model right now. It's like, good on you.
I feel like that happens with F1. Like the first season, rookie season, you still look super young, but then eventually everybody turns into a model.
Also, Albon, back to his regular hair color.
Ah, yes.
Yes, last year he was blonde.
A little bit of blonde in
and
there,
then he was at some point, I think, he had different hair colors. So he's back to the OG.
Yes. I'm super excited. I mean, I'm excited to watch everybody, but I have very big hopes for Albon, especially looking forward to where his future potentially will go.
Yes.
So we'll see. But moving on, next we have our new team.
This is the one I already saw that it was black and blue. Black and green. I saw it like while scrolling by. So yeah. I didn't look at the car specifically.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you can spot the difference, but last year versus this year.
I'm gonna say the top one is the new one.
Yeah. But I mean, the same thing. You see how the side pods have changed, and like here,
the wing again is also looks a little different.
Yeah, a little bit
more rounder again.
But yeah. So let's look at our Kick Sauber team intro.
Ooh.
It gives me very much like Tron
or
vibe.
Like I think about like Razer, the computer company, or like the computer accessory company. Okay, they went all out, but yeah.
Yes. But I personally, I know some people are hating on the green. I like it.
I like it too.
I think it's something different. It's not everybody's flipping blue and red on the grid.
Yes, so I think last year, especially like AlphaTauri and Haas, was very difficult sometimes to differentiate, in my opinion. So I like it, and we only have one other green.
But it's very different.
Very different, yeah. So I like it.
So I'm excited, and I like this part coming up now in the video. Give it a sec. This, where it reveals it, but then of course you see lots of carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. So that's definitely a theme for sure this year.
Okay, that's cool. I like it though.
But I like it a lot too.
Me too.
Exactly. I think it's a great new addition. I hope they do well. I know there was a lot of drama already because of the name. I mean, there's already been so much drama just leading up to F1.
I mean, this off-season was pretty good. I think I will say, like, of course, the big thing was Hamilton. We don't want to talk about it again because we already spoke about it. But, like, at first, I think the off-season was kind of like, or the pre-season was very quiet. And then all of a sudden, like, Hamilton, that was...
Yeah, and then Horner, and then Stake, Sauber, name drama.
Kick, whatever.
Oh, my God, yes. Yeah. So, but I'm very excited for the next season. But here is...
yeah, Bottas.
People were saying that Joe looks like an action figure.
He does look a little bit like an action. Maybe he's gonna be 3D scanned.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah. I was trying to find everybody's new like fit for this year. I didn't find it or not great pictures for everybody, but at least so we have an idea. But I feel like we'll be able to clearly spot them on the grid, and I hope that this season also goes better for them.
Absolutely. I really want Bottas to, and not that I don't want Joe, but Bottas is like one of the really cool drivers, the ones I really like. So I really want him to have a good season.
Same. All right, moving on to
Aston Martin. Okay, this one might be a little bit more difficult. We'll see.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so now I'm not trying to get in my head about it. It's like, are you gonna try to play games with me and you're gonna switch it up? But I think. Okay, hang on a second. My initial reaction was that top is new. Because I thought that the bottom one, the color looked familiar.
Because it's like a slight difference in the
tone
greens.
change, yes. Slight change in tone. Sorry, I'm leaning forward. You can't see my face. You don't need to see my face. It's fine. So now I'm trying to see because the side pod hasn't changed as much. It looks like it. I'm gonna say top is new, bottom is old.
Okay. Let's take a look, see. I feel Aston Martin was definitely last year's like surprise.
Yes, because their season started out so great.
So great. So we'll see how this year is gonna go for them. But I feel also with the reveal videos, it's very much a theme. Like it's very.
I like it though.
I like it too.
This one you kind of have to give a warning.
Oh yeah.
Flash warning. Maybe put that in the video.
But
carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. I feel like it should be a drinking game. Whenever you see carbon fiber, but you'll be gone by the first second video. So which one is it?
So I said, I was right.
Yeah, you were right. It was the top one.
Trying to get me. I know you tried to trick me, but you know, because I also know, because you showed me that meme in one of our meme videos that came out last Friday. No, yesterday came out.
Yeah.
You said like the thing is like carbon fiber. So I was like, this looks like it has a little bit more carbon fiber, especially like also right next to the side pods or on the side pods. So I was like, I think that's my guess.
Yes. So
and is the wing a little bit different color?
Go back again. Yeah.
No.
So the wing is they have you have the green and the blue up there where originally it was all black.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's more black patches. But I feel like I'm glad that they still kept with the green because I love that green.
Yeah, I really like the
Such a beautiful color.
Yeah. And you know, green is my favorite color.
Yeah.
But I will say also like just looking at that bottom color, I was like, this looks familiar.
Yeah.
It's like that's really the most thing that I was basing it on. And I was like, this looks really familiar. And then I tried to look at the side pods, like you said.
Yeah.
But they don't look, especially from the side, they don't look that different. I mean,
you see a little bit here, it's like thinner.
But it's kind of difficult to tell because the livery itself is different.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna go with my gut.
Yeah, so you did a good job.
Yes.
Here.
3 for 3. These look essentially like the previous ones.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
I thought so.
And maybe
too.
different sponsors, who knows?
Probably. But I mean, it looks good. I like it. I'd wear it. I think the hair is. But I mean, let's move on.
Let's move on.
We don't have to talk about the hair.
That's wrong. Okay. Anyways.
All right. Next up, we have McLaren.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Top is new.
Why do you think so?
Top is new because I think it's a darker black, and they didn't have that last year. I actually quite like the top one because you know that I'm not a fan of the orange.
Yeah, the papaya.
I just never was a fan. I don't know if I would want them to go back. I think they used to be like more silver, like when Hamilton was with them.
Oh, wow, that's been a minute. Yeah.
And I like that it's like you can tell immediately this is McLaren racing.
Yes.
But there's no more blue.
Yes.
They got rid of the blue, so I'm right.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, here, let's take a look at their video. But I love that they're the orange. Like, yes, it's not everybody's favorite color, but I just like that you can spot them immediately on their grid. The same with Aston, you can spot them immediately. Now with Stake, you can spot them immediately. So it's just easier when you're watching the race. You can see who's who. Like you said, we've had previously a bunch of blue teams. We also had several different red teams. So
there's a lot of colors to pick from, you know?
I know, yeah.
So might as well.
But yeah, lots of carbon fiber.
Yeah. I actually really like this. And as I said, it seems like now they have a darker black, where previous year it was more like in a gray almost. So that's why I was like initially right away, you can actually quite tell the difference. And it will be very interesting year between Oscar and Lando, because Lando obviously kind of is their main guy, but Oscar did really, really great last year.
In his rookie season.
In his rookie year, he got a win. Yes, it was a sprint race.
But I mean, it's
a win. It's a win, especially with what is that, Verschlappen last year? He was just like Verschlappen everyone, you know? Because he's just gonna get better and better and better. Yeah. And it's really awesome to have like a rookie come on and just like really kill it, you know?
Because I mean, it is quite the jump going from F2 to F1. So it's a great job on him. I'm excited to see his career move on.
He also seems to be like the most relaxed person ever.
So
he's Mr. Like, he is like the Australian Mr. Cool.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I don't know if he's quite as far as like Kimi, right? But he is very, very chill. Yeah, the race suit does look a little bit different because you have that black now, and I think the shoes are now black, which I don't think they were previous year, but you know, this is really different.
But yeah,
and the collar also.
Yeah. But I think it's a good look.
Also because they have now Monster as a sponsor that was previous years was Mercedes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. So they switched teams. So they are now, you can see it on the collar.
Moving on, we have one more team to go for today.
Ferrari.
All right, let's see if you can guess.
Top one is new. And I actually really love what they did with the front and the red that bleeds into it. Into the wing? Into the front, like, spoiler.
Like here.
Hang on a second. Am I off? No, because last year was more black. I think I'm right. Oh no. Wait, no, you're trying to play games with me. Initial reaction. No, I love the front wing. Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's take a look.
Prove me right. Oh yeah. Yeah. 5 for 5, baby. Oh yes, I love that. That was a perfect design choice. I really love the way it bleeds into that.
And it has these yellow accents this year too, which is really nice. I like the look, and you'll see it in the suits in a second as well.
Oh, interesting that they took an approach to show more like their drivers. None of the other teams did that.
But it just, watching these gets me so excited with also the sound. You hear a little bit of the car.
2 more weeks, right?
Yeah.
2 more weeks.
Carbon fiber!
Yes.
But I like it a lot. I personally like it a lot.
I actually really like it too.
I find that red so satisfying.
Me too.
But I also like the yellow a lot.
I think they picked a great choice because I remember when I saw the reveal for last year's car that I didn't like it as much because I thought they had a little bit too much black in there.
Gotcha, yeah.
And I was like, oh, it sounds wild, you know, but I just remember that I think I like the 2022 year better than the 2023.
Yeah.
I know this looks almost like because I'm 5 for 5.
Oh.
But like honestly, I promise I did not look at them.
No, I mean I don't blame you. Like all the arguments and points that you're pointing out, I'm like, okay, I can see why you can tell the difference.
And I'm just trying to go with my gut here. And okay, maybe you guys gonna be like, yeah, it's very obvious. But from what I've heard, people were saying like, oh, it's really boring. Nothing has changed. Sorry, did they also change the halo? Yes, the halo's red now because I was like, I remember it being black. Okay, yeah.
So nice. And then here's the new
look. That has changed.
Which also, it works with the car with the white and yellow stripe going along with it. It almost gives me like a retro-y vibe.
Okay, interesting. It does, it does look quite different. I cannot remember how the other one looks right now on top of my mind, but I know that it looks different.
Yeah, but I like it.
And then one thing I want to say really quickly that we both read that article or like the interview they had with Charles about Hamilton joining. And it seems like, and we're going to talk about this maybe in a different video more, and I don't want to get off track, but I did like how it seems like how Ferrari handled the situation.
Yeah, they were very communicative with him, and he knew what was potentially happening. I'm sure Sainz was not as much in the loop, but I think it was nice that they communicated with the person who's definitely staying with Ferrari for a while.
And I do believe that Sainz was aware that there were communications or talks with Hamilton.
Oh yeah?
I thought I read something.
I don't remember reading anything.
Like, let me know in the comments down below if I'm incorrect, but I thought reading about that there were talks, and I think maybe because Sainz knew that there were talks, that's why he probably kept his fingers also open for Audi.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But I mean, there's also talks about him now maybe going to Red Bull, or that apparently that either Red Bull or Mercedes are both like trying to get him. I mean, he's a great driver. He's such a smart driver. He reminds me, quickly before you get into, he reminds me of Fernando Alonso. Just because.
Spanish?
No, I mean maybe a little bit, but no, because he's such an intelligent driver. This whole thing last season with Lando, do you remember?
Oh my God! This was like IQ 7,000.
I mean, but also like you're driving at those high speeds, and then you're like. Oh, they were like over the radio. They're like, oh, Lando is 0.8 seconds behind. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm doing this on purpose so I can help him get to like drag him along. It's like
Lando 0.8 behind, 0.8 with DRS. Russell no DRS. Yeah, it's on purpose. Copy that.
And then I think like the race after Mercedes was trying to do that, but it didn't work in the situation because it didn't make sense, you know. And it's like what an intelligent driver. And I think honestly, it was actually good that he was at Ferrari because he was the one who sometimes called the shots and was like, no, I'm not going to do this nonsense Ferrari strategy, which is a good thing. Like he needs to stand up for himself. I hope Leclerc will kind of see that. Like, man, like you need to unfortunately do that. I think there's like even memes online where when Vettel or Sebastian was still at Ferrari, he was like doing like calculations while driving when he should be pitting because the people didn't know what they're doing. But it's like the whole thing. What I was gonna say is like I just want Sainz. I would prefer to see him in a Red Bull or in a Mercedes over at Audi because there's no guarantee that Audi will be competitive. And I don't want him... Not
immediately,
exactly. And I don't want him to be in a car where he can potentially be competitive because he is a driver who can clearly win. He's the only non-Red Bull driver who won a race last year.
Yeah.
And he won it because of his multi-million-dollar brain, you know?
I mean, it's so true. I mean, not to say that Audi is not a great car. I mean, it's a German car, so automatically it's a fantastic car. However, and I mean, there's very successful in other types of racing.
But it's not F1.
But going into F1, it usually it's a learning curve. Like you have to, like...
It might take a couple of years to become competitive. I know they're coming in during a regulation change and stuff like that. So everyone's kind of thinking...
also so... Oh my God, those...
2026 will already be amazing. Yes. But in general, like the last thing I want to say about this is like, I just want him to see him in a car where he can like potentially fight for a championship.
Yes, because he's, I mean, definitely worthy and he has the skills and brains and everything to do it. So at the end, I just wanted to summarize and just show you all the vehicles together one more time. Oh, wrong slide. I don't know. I mean, you've missed it now, but the people were comparing the Ferrari to Lightning McQueen with the yellow and the steak one to the green one. So I was like, this is the
And
the
Aston Martin would almost be bottom left.
Exactly. That's what I thought. And then this one is Williams on the bottom.
Yeah. Or it could be more Alpine because they have a lighter blue usually.
Yeah, but it's a British car in the movie. So that's why I was like, it works. But in reality, this is what those 5 cars look like, which is beautiful. Like it's just a great start to a grid, I'd say.
I actually have come around. I think that there's a lot more black in the McLaren. I much more like it like this. I think it looks actually quite gorgeous.
I think so too.
And I will say, I think the hardest one to spot out of them would have been maybe Aston Martin and maybe Williams. The other thing were more easy, but as I said, it was just the shade of the green that, you know.
Yeah, I agree. But
5 for 5, baby.
Good job.
Are you surprised that I got 5 for 5?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like definitely the Aston and the Williams were the trickier ones. The other ones, I totally get that you got those. But those two, I was like, because when I was creating the slides, I was like, oh no, did I put 2024 up top or 2023 up top? Because I'd seen all of them so many times.
When you look at it too long,
I was like, oh, which one is it? But yeah.
I will say, I think the one that will trip me up in next video will be the Red Bull. Because the Red Bulls kind of always look like a Red Bull.
Well,
we'll see, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see.
But yeah. All right, folks. So this was Livery F1 2024 Part 1. Tomorrow we're going to bring out Part 2 with the remaining 5 teams. And then I'm going to have an image in there where we can see all of them together so we can see how the grid looks in 2024. I hope you're excited. Let us know in the comments below if you would have guessed correctly and if you have a favorite out of those looks, or what do you think in general? I'm very excited about these looks personally. Like, yes, I mean, not everything is perfect, but I like the colors. I like that you can differentiate them. I like the changes that they've made.
I will say, I think out of the 5, the one that I surprisingly like the most so far is the McLaren, like I said a million times now, but I think it's because it has the biggest change. Or
I mean, besides steak and...
Yes, of course.
But yeah.
And like, I'm probably like, I'm a bigger Ferrari fan, but I think I just really actually like the way it looks.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, just let us know below.
Yeah.
And then as per usual, please like and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow.
Here at the Daily Racing Show, okay?
Exactly.
Don't forget.
Bye.